Veterans Council, Dave Wallahan. Hi, Dave.
Art,
Thank you for your service.
you're welcome. Thanks for
Dave,
saying that.
Yes, Dave, one of Jackson County's proud veterans, and we appreciate all the veterans. And this Friday, Veterans Day.
Veterans Day,
What?
11th day,
D-Day.
11th month.
11th day, 11th month,
11th hour. Yeah, that was when the armistice was signed to end World War I. So we always have our ceremony on 11th day, 11th month, at the 11th hour. And we'll be at the, what they call Withington Park, which is also commonly referred to as Veterans Park. It's at the west end of the city here on Michigan Avenue where Wildwood splits off. And if you don't know where that is, look for the 3 Civil War guys with a 15-foot high flag. You know, you'll see that for sure. And that'll be part of my presentation today, a little bit of the history of that.
Oh,
Or
good
not
idea.
today, that Wet Friday. And a lot of people have seen it for years, but they've never seen it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Never paid attention to it or saw what says on it or paid attention to how big it is or how important it is as one veteran recognized his other fellow veterans. So General Withington had that put up. But what you're looking at there is the Global War on Terror monument we had put up. There's 4 names on there of people from Jackson County that were killed in Iraq. But we made that look like the 2 taller tablets are a representative of the World Trade Center, so which would be the beginning of the war, and then with the Soldiers Field Cross in the center, that represented the ending of the war for each individual.
And
So
Dave, and I know you've witnessed this as well, that particular monument seems to attract the most interest on the Veterans Day ceremony. A lot of people are reading
well, because there's more in the era of the people that are here now today. I mean, World War I, this is World War I, World War II, Korea War, Vietnam War even was. We did a ceremony on in September about the POW MIA, and there was only one person there that hadn't been born during the Vietnam War or since, was born since. So that is still getting, the younger people aren't familiar, but the folks our age, of course, will be. But this is recognizing people with Purple Heart. And we have another one coming up probably, you can see across the way at the monument there that Withington put up. That's before the new park. You can see First Street still cuts the park in half. So that's over with. But in that circle there is where we'll take off. That's the World War II monument. All the people listed on those bronze plaques are people who were actually killed in World War II that are from Jackson County.
Amazing.
But we're not there to celebrate the people that died. That's what we do on Memorial Day. We have it here though because this is Veterans Park. And what we try to do on Veterans Day is celebrate. There you go, that's 2019. So thankfully it's going to be 63 this Friday,
I remember that.
Not 11 inches of snow. But we dedicated a new monument, or a part of a monument. The World War I monument was dedicated, but they didn't list the names of the people from Jackson that had been killed during World War I. So we put a team together and we did some research, and with the help of Chris St. John, we had new tablets made and had them set in so we could do that dedication on Veterans Day. But what we now try to do is we lay the wreaths on Memorial Day and we do the memorial type. This is a celebration of the veterans that are there. And we try to make it a lot more open, a lot more uplifting than what Memorial Day is. It's not a Memorial program that we do. We celebrate the veterans that are there. We thank them for their service. We recognize those that are there by asking them actually to raise their hand, and then we all clap and make a big deal of it. This year we have Sergeant First Class Eric Newton from the Army Recruiting Center. He's the NCOIC of the Recruiting Center here in Jackson. He's going to be a speaker for us and bring up some things that he thinks is important for the veterans, and we'll also have our Veteran of the Year recognition, our Veteran Service Organization of the Year recognition, and the August Heim Award that we presented to you couple of years back. And that's the award that we give to a person that's not a veteran that is important and highlights and works very hard with veterans programs.
Oh, we are very honored to receive that
you guys are important
award,
to us.
and we have it hanging in our lobby right now. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then the service organization, did you say that?
Yeah, we do the service organization. We've had a couple of nominations in that field, but past recipients were Grass Lake and VFW combined, VFW and American Legion as their organizations. 100 members, but only 2 of them can't belong to VFW because they don't have combat badges. But so they work together. They're very close together. Same thing with Springport. We recognized Springport a couple of years ago, and Reinhold Janka is their president out there, and he's actually now a district officer. But he was Veteran of the Year, and then I think it was a different year though that we recognized the Springport VFW, and the Vietnam Veterans of America has been recognized a couple of times. And so I'm trying to get more of the legions to nominate themselves, and I mean the PLAV, we recognize them 1 year I think, but you know, you have 7 Legion posts, we have 2 motorcycle clubs that are veteran only, we have 2 VFWs, we have the PLAV and the Vietnam Veterans of America, and that pretty much makes up Jackson County for us. So we're becoming more and more limited with our people that can make applications, and when they make applications, sometimes it's the same organization that, of course, the Vietnam Veterans of America was National Organization of the Year in 2021, I think it was. What a great recognition for them, and so it was nice.
So we'll look forward to seeing everyone at the park on Friday, 11 a.m.
Anybody and everybody is welcome. This is an open to the public gathering, I'll call it, not a ceremony. But we'd love to have the veterans there and the spouses too. But even after the program is over, you know, American Legion Post 29 out on Lansing Avenue, 324 on Fallahee Road, and PLAV on Page Avenue will have open houses. And you know, any veteran and their family are welcome to come to any one of those and come and see what our organizations offer. You know, you might be surprised, might decide you want to join one.
A lot of history is on display at all of those.
Oh yeah.
Friday evening, you've got something special on.
At our Legion Post 29 out on Lansing Avenue, we're having a program. It's called Post Everlasting. And we've tried to do it every year. We, of course, in 2020, we missed it because of obvious reasons. We did last year, but it was very small. But we're trying to bring it back to its glory again. And it's a program that recognizes the membership of all of our members that have passed away over the last year, from Veterans Day last year to Veterans Day this year. I have no idea. Nobody's given me the list yet, how many or who is even on the list yet this year. But what we do, it's a very solemn event. We recognize each one of these members individually by calling their name and ringing the bell. But what the concept of the whole thing is, we list their memberships on a piece of paper. Then we burn it on a brazier right there. Of course, signal taps and the volley of the cannon. But the whole idea is we're transferring their membership to heaven or to the post everlasting, and we talk about the commander of us all in the whole event, which of course is referring to God Almighty.
Awesome. Well, thanks to you and all your fellow Veterans Council members working to put the events of the day together.
Yeah, we have fun doing it, and it's going to be a good day.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
From the Jackson County Veterans Council, Dave Wallahan. God.